Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to this week's haul. It's kind of 2 weeks worth, but not really because the previous week I only got one new comic and not very many tapes. But this week I think I got like 5 new books, some tapes, and then I'm going to show you the stuff that I picked up from the Comic-Con that was last weekend, which was the reason there wasn't a haul video from last week. Don't brace yourselves for that one, because it's not fantastic. We'll get to that in a minute. First up, new books for this week and last week. First up, Daredevil 607. I haven't read any of these, but I'm not holding my breath with this one. Black Hammer Age of Doom #4. I'm not sure how long this one's going for. I know the last couple have been like miniseries, so who knows. Shanghai Red issue 3. Stoked about that one. Gideon Falls issue 6. I believe this was the one from last week. Yeah. Loving that book, by the way. And then we got a new #1, Cold Spots. Cullen Bunn #1, so of course I'm picking it up. Don't know anything about it. I might have read the preview previously, but I don't remember what it's about. So super stoked to get into that, like completely blind. And then last but not least, I believe this is the last issue of Royal City, #14. I've loved this book from #1 and every issue in between. So excited and sad to read this one. Next, we'll do some tapes. I have like a full crate of stuff that isn't overly exciting, so I'm not going to show you that stuff. But I am going to show you some stuff that I did pick up that I am kind of excited about. So, first up, second copy of Universal Soldier. I've decided that every time I see something that's slightly interesting, I'm going to pick it up and see what I can do with it as far as like trades or sell. On Instagram or Twitter or whatever. So I'm going to see where this one goes, because I already have a copy and I have a copy for Nate as well. So 3 copies of the same movie. Probably don't need all 3. Then we have Lean on Me. Know nothing about it, but Morgan Freeman's in it. So gotta be good. Excited about that. And then we have Sphere. I don't remember ever watching this movie. I remember reading the book. I think it was in 8th grade that I read Sphere by Michael Crichton. It actually propelled me into getting into advanced placement in high school when it came to English, because I read that book and did a book report on it. Phenomenal book report, I might add. So stoked to see what that's about. This one I already have a copy, but this is the Canadian copy of The Crow. You can see it says Product of Canada there, EP mode. Why not? It was 10 cents. It's like one of my top 3 favorite movies, so of course I'm going to pick it up. Don't know anything about it. Disturbing Behavior. I looked at the back, and it looked like Clockwork Orange, a Clockwork Orange scene, so why not? We'll give it a shot. Judgment Night. Again, know nothing about it, but Jeremy Piven, Emilio Estevez, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Dennis Leary are in it, so we'll give it a shot. Found a second better copy of Dick Tracy. So, again, with the double, I'll end up seeing what I can do with it on Instagram and whatnot. Then we have New Jack City. Never saw it. Ice-T's in it, I think, right? Yep, Ice-T's in it. Wesley Snipes, Judd Nelson. So yeah, we'll see what that's about. The Complete Beatles. Shows like a list of songs on here. I don't know anything about this actual feature, but there's a bunch of songs on it. So I don't know if it's like a live thing or like music videos or just music. Who knows? I'll give it a shot. Love the Beatles. Then we have Jean-Claude Van Damme in Lionheart. Also Jean-Claude Van Damme in Time Cop. think I have another one from him in here too, but I'm not sure where. Then we have Each Dawn I Die. Don't know anything about it, but James Cagney's in it, and I'm a fan. So, see what that's about. Looks like it's about something about in prison. Fear, Marky Mark. See how that goes. I never saw it, so I remember when it came out, but I never partook. Millennium, cool science fiction-y looking type thing. Weird Science, gotta love it. Such a good movie. Starman, again another one I don't know anything about. It's John Carpenter, so we'll give it a shot. Second copy of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is the box office hits copy, I guess, the collector's edition. Again, I think that's the second copy. We'll see what we can do with it. Then we have Rose Red. It's a Stephen King based movie. I don't know anything about it. Never read Rose Red, but it looks kind of creepy on the back. So, I'll give that a shot. It's a double tape too. So, I don't think I have any others of those. Oh no, I have a Jaws one. A special Jaws one. I don't know. Anyway, 8mm. I don't know. So why not? Nicolas Cage. This one I remember watching when I was younger, and I can't remember it very well, but I thought, why the hell not? Dracula 2000. It's probably crap, but I don't remember it, so. Dark City, whole bunch of stickers all over it. Looks awesome. The original True Grit. I'm a big Western fan. You probably don't know that about me, but I do like Westerns. And this is one that has always eluded me. I've never ever seen the original True Grit, so very excited about that. The Outlaw Josie Wales. Love this movie. Have only seen it like on TV during like the 4th of July or something like that. But stoked to have that. A real winner here that I've actually never seen. I always give shit about it because everybody else gives shits about it. But that's Daredevil. I thought I'd actually give it a shot. So, got that. Then we got Kung Fu the movie. It's in this little plastic case type thing. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't really like these cases, but I've never come across it other than this. So, I thought I'd pick it up. Pretty stoked about that. Then we have the Odyssey. I've read the book, the poem, the epic poem, the Odyssey, and by Homer. If you haven't read that or you don't know about it, I loved the poem, so I thought I'd give this a shot. It doesn't look too fantastic, but it can't be that shitty, I hope. Excited. And then we have the Iron Giant. Haven't ever come across this either, so stoked about that. And one last one, know nothing about it, but God, this cover art is just fantastic. Again, know nothing about it, but The Sword and the Sorcerer, a kingdom ruled by evil, a princess enslaved by passion, a warrior driven by justice. I don't know. It just looks like it's got to be tons of fantastic. So, stoked about that. Lastly, I'll talk about the con that I went to last weekend. Was the first annual Michigan Comic-Con at Cobo Hall in Detroit. I only went one day. It went from Friday, Saturday to Sunday. I went Saturday, which is usually the busiest day of a con, and it really wasn't that packed because there really wasn't much to it. There was some pretty decent guests, but overall I wouldn't go back, honestly. The price was too expensive for what it was. It was $40 just to get in the door, a $5 surcharge if you did it online, which I did. So $45 to get in the door for me. Lucas was free, so that's cool. And overall, there wasn't that very many comic vendors. I actually didn't buy a single comic book while I was there. A lot of toy vendors and merch vendors. Artist Alley was not... It was difficult to maneuver, first off, because most of the aisles went long ways, so straight. But then Artist Alley was in the middle of it all and went horizontal for like 2 aisles. It just wasn't fantastic. I did meet some artists. I planned on meeting Carrie Elways from Princess Bride fame. I did not, however. When we got there, the line was unbelievably long. I wasn't going to put myself, my son, or my friends through standing in line for what was estimated to be 2 hours to spend $40 to get a signature. So we skipped that, went walking around, and then went to Artist Alley. I ordered a sketch from an artist and got a book signed by said artist and a writer. I will show you those later because they're on the wall. And went back to the Carrie Elways line probably around, I want to say it was around 2 o'clock that I went. The line had whittled down to a comfortable place. I stepped up to get in line and they closed it off. He was... they said he was going on a break and then doing a panel, but then I heard somebody say he's leaving after the panel. So to not be there the whole day kind of left me with a sour taste in my mouth. I really didn't like that. And by that point, I was pretty much just like, fuck it, fine, I won't get my book signed. So we kept walking, went to some merch places, went to some toy places, found a few things that I was going to leave to the end to make sure I had funds to pick up some stuff. Went back and they were gone. That is the danger of doing that. So I didn't get a few Ghostbusters figures that I really wanted to pick up. So whatever, I did manage to get 2 Funko Pops, one that I've been looking for freaking ever. Glad to have finally found it. And then, like I said, I have a sketch and a signed book that I'm going to show you. So first up, I'll show you the Funko Pops. First one, Michael Myers. He's going to go with my other horror-themed Funko Pops on top of my VHS shelf. Along with him, I have Leatherface and Danny from The Shining and the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. And then, secondly, the one that I've been looking for forever. I saw it at Toys R Us one time. Didn't pick it up because I was stupid, but found it at this con, and I'm super stoked about it. This is the Ron Swanson Pop. Nick Offerman is like my spirit guide. I freaking love the man, and his character as Ron Swanson was just phenomenal. I love Parks and Rec, and his character was just great. So really excited to come across that. Now, next and last, I will show you the book and the sketch on the wall. I'm not going to bother to do any editing. You're just going to come with me. I apologize for shaky camera work and the mess in the room. Actually, you probably won't see the mess in the room. But, so we have right here, Firestorm #1, signed by Pat Broderick and Jerry Conway. And then the sketch I got from Pat Broderick right there, Firestorm, big fan. As you can see, I kind of made a mat for it with some doubles that I had as far as the issues go. So it matches my Rorschach by Dave Gibbons pretty well. And you can kind of see the whole comic art wall. So yeah, that's it. That's what I picked up the last 2 weeks. As I said, nothing super fantastic special, but I'm stoked, I guess. I won't go back to that con next year. Unless they get somebody that I have to absolutely meet. And then I'd probably go on a different day where the price is cheaper, because $40 was just insane and not worth it. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.